What's up everyone, it's KK and today we're in a training mode because I'm going to talk about my settings that I use in game, alright? These are some of the best settings that I like to use, and I know you may think the settings are probably something that's not really affecting your gameplay, but trust me, some of these things will actually help you out and improve you in the game. So let's go ahead and get straight into this. Alright, starting off here for my PCVR players, my graphics. Now I keep everything on low. I could have everything on high, but I honestly don't think it's the most different, besides obviously this right here. I honestly am thinking about keeping this on. It definitely makes a big difference. But other than that, I usually keep everything on low, except the anti-aliasing, if that's how you say it correctly, which I keep on ultra. And that's about it. I kind of like it this way. It's a little more brighter and I don't know, I kind of like this way. I might switch it eventually and just put this on ultra too, which I might just keep it on here for now. We'll see how I like this when I'm done recording and editing this, and then we'll see. Either way, going over to control section now. Most of this is going to be default. Now my weapon smoothing right now is on 0. I keep my weapon smoothing on 0 when I'm using my Gunstock, alright? Now if you're using a Gunstock, like I said, you always want your gun in the game to mimic the gun that you're actually, the Gunstock you're holding in real life. So when I move the gun in the game, it's my Gunstock moving directly with it in real life, So if I put any smoothing on it, it's going to change, right? My gun's going to be moving, a little lag behind my actual Gunstock, and you don't want that. You want it to always be lined up perfectly. But when I am using freehanding, I'll put it on 2. Now you can put it up more than that depending on what you're trying to do, maybe want to do like some long range sniping or something. You can put up higher, but other than that, I keep mine on 2 if I am using freehanding. With the Butcher Gunstock, you actually kind of can freehand if you want to. You can just not connect the magnet. But yeah, if I'm doing this, then I'm definitely, keeping it on 2. Now for my freehand players, virtual gunstock is set to type B, alright? Now type B gives you a lot more versatility when it comes to moving your weapon around. So if you see with type B, I can move my gun in a 360, I can move it in a 360 the other direction, diagonally. There's so much more angles, which helps you out when it comes to coming around a corner and, kind of peeking around, leaning around, and just having a comfortable, movement with your weapon freely. All right, now if I switch it over to type A here, you can see that it's a little different now it's like hard stuck this way, and if I try to do a spin, I can't do a spin either way. I can't do it the other way. The gun is hard locked in front of me. Now it's not bad depending on how you want to play. Some players, they're not really doing the most tactical movements. Now maybe it's a little harder, to get around the corner like this. I can't even get my face into the scope if I wanted to. So definitely this way kind of hard locks you into like literally a left position or like a right hand shoulder position, depending on which way you kind of play. But if you go ahead and keep it in type B, I'm so free to move around that I can be on this side, I can peek, boom, I can come over to this side and I can do the exact same peek, and it's just so clean because I can move the weapon anywhere I want. So that's that when it comes to the virtual gunstock type. When it comes to the physical gunstock, the calibration, I do not use it. I feel like the virtual gunstock calibration in the game is perfectly fine. So yeah, until I see a real reason to use a physical gunstock calibration, I really don't see a reason to use one. Right now, it's just really good with the virtual gunstock in the game. Now, coming down to the rest of the settings here, most of this is pretty much default. If you see anything switched around here, you can go ahead and change it yourself. None of this really affects your gameplay or what's going to happen in game. Nothing too crazy here. One thing that I do have turned down a lot is my turning speed. Now I do have my speed on smooth, but my turning speed is on 92. Now let me tell you why, and this is actually very important, okay? Now turning speed, it really helps you in close quarter combat, alright? Now when it comes to this game, when you're going around a corner, you want to have a smooth transition between you, aiming here and coming around the corner, and peeking around like this, alright? You see how it's just nice and smooth? I just come around the corner, peek, smooth, rotate around. Now when you have your turning speed too high, let me go ahead and just turn it up. I believe default is like somewhere in the middle here, or what is it, like 150 for default? I'm not sure what the default is, but I actually believe it's like somewhere halfway. Either way, let's turn it up. You can see it's much faster here. I'm not sure what it actually is. Obviously, when players are behind you now, you can snap on them quick and be like, okay, cool, player here, oh, player here. But when you're in close quarter situations and you're trying to come around this corner, now you're sitting here like this, like trying to peek around, like, and it's not good when you're just like smacking your screen to the left and right, trying to peek around the corner, you know, doing small adjustments. Now obviously you can try to not do that and turn your body the whole way, but it's just not beneficial. It's so much easier to just have a nice steady sensitivity to where you can kind of just hold it, and yeah, I can't even do it here and get all the way through. So definitely keep mine down to like the 90 range, but that's just me personally. You can have it anywhere where you feel is like smooth, you know, and comfortable for you. And obviously, yes, you are slow, so if a player does shoot from behind you, it could be a challenge. Because I am sitting down, although it's not a problem to just completely turn my body. You know, I can obviously just turn my body. It's not a problem. If you're standing up, it's even easier for you. You literally just turn around, you know, so it's not that much of a problem to have a slower sensitivity. It's definitely very beneficial. All right, coming into the presentation here, I'm pretty sure everything here is default. Player body is full. If you're one of those players that uses only the hands, no disrespect, but I just hate that gameplay, bro. When it's only the hands, it just makes the game look so fake. It's just like, I don't know, I can't do it. But yeah, other than that, everything here is completely default. And then we have devices over here, which is just my microphone and headset. So that's pretty much it for my settings. You know, most of these control settings though are definitely beneficial. All right, your weapon smoothing, your turning speed, those are things that are definitely going to be helping you in the raids and when it comes to fights in general. So go ahead and pay attention to those things, see what you can change if you want to change anything. But that's about it. This has been requested for a while now, so go ahead, hit the like button if this helped you in any way, hit the comment section up if you use anything different, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content, and I'll catch you guys later.